The majority of all new cars have them, so you've likely heard the term OAD, referring to an Overrunning Alternator Decoupler pulley. The OAD, sold by Continental, is manufactured by Lightens. What's so important about an OAD? An OAD is an alternator pulley featuring an internal torsion spring and a one-way clutch mechanism, so not only will it allow the alternator to freewheel under engine deceleration, but it will also absorb the constant rapid acceleration and deceleration forces that occur due to changes in crankshaft speed. The benefit of an OAD is a smoother and quieter belt drive system, resulting in reduced noise and vibration in the cabin, as well as increased fuel economy. It will also extend the life of the belt, the tensioner, and all driven components by eliminating belt flutter and slippage. The OAD performs such an important role that when it's time for belt service, if you're replacing high mileage components and recommending a tensioner or idler pulley, it's a good idea to recommend a new OAD to protect all the components of the belt drive system. It's important to note that if the vehicle was originally designed with an OAD pulley, a solid pulley should never be used as a replacement. An OAD is a serviceable part that can easily be replaced separate of the alternator, but remember, OADs are application specific and the springs are tuned to each individual engine, so only use the exact pulley for the vehicle you are working on. How do you check and replace an OAD? Let's see how it's done. With the vehicle running, the belt should run smooth and steady with no noticeable fluctuation or noise. If the belt is bouncing or fluttering, or the tensioner is jumping around, this is a clear sign of a bad OAD. Another sign of an OAD failure is a visible charge warning light, indicating that even though the outer pulley is spinning, the alternator is not. Finally, have someone shut the engine off while you listen closely to the OAD and its bearing. It will spin for a few moments after shutoff, and a noisy bearing or buzzing sound is an indication of a failure. You can also check OAD operation with the engine off and with or without the belt, and you can replace it just as easily if space permits. But we're going to do this on the bench for better visibility. To begin with, special tools, such as the ones in this kit, are required to test and replace OAD pulleys. OADs have a protective cap on the end to prevent damage from water, dirt, or debris, and it's important that these caps remain intact. Some of them can be removed and reused, but some simply get damaged or broken during removal. If you are checking an OAD for proper operation, be sure you can obtain a replacement cap if necessary. As you can see, the cap is missing here, so we know contaminants have shortened the lifespan of this OAD. To check OAD function, insert the proper tool into the pulley hub, grip the pulley with your hand, and rotate the hub in both directions. Continental offers Toolkit 08006 with an assortment of sockets for this check. You should feel the reaction of the spring, and the pulley should lock in the driven direction, then rotate freely and smoothly in the overrun direction. The OAD should be replaced if the shaft spins in both directions or if it requires more than 9 to 13 inch-pounds of force to spin in the overrun direction. To replace an OAD pulley, determine the correct tools that fit your alternator shaft and pulley, then hold the pulley stationary while rotating the alternator shaft to break the pulley loose. You may have to rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise depending on the direction of alternator rotation. Spin the old pulley off, make sure the shaft is clean, and spin the new pulley back on. Torque it to the manufacturer's specification and install the new plastic cap. It's that easy, and new Continental OADs come with a new cap to ensure a complete and satisfactory repair. As a final step with any belt service, start the vehicle and ensure the belts and pulleys are running true and smooth as your final quality check. So to keep a drive belt system in optimum condition, go to mycontiparts.com and find the Continental OAD for your vehicle. Thanks for watching.